Coming up, the Georgia Department of Education is calling on you for help.
And upgrades will be considered at the Valdosta Regional Airport.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Allison Troutman.
And I'm Marlena Williams. The Georgia Department of Education is calling on the public for feedback on the Science and Social Studies K-12 standards. Valdosta educators have already given their input on the matter, but now they're giving the public a chance to get their voices heard. Community members, students, and parents from every county are all encouraged to fill out a survey by September 15th. The responses will be added to those of the educators and will be used to help create new standards for the 2017-2018 school years.
Budgeting for upgrades at the Valdosta Regional Airport will be in consideration along with many other projects this week by the Valdosta City Council. Most of the projects will be paid for by the Federal Aviation Administration, with 5% of the funds coming from the state and 5% coming from the airport's passenger facility charge program. Construction on a ramp that is over 20 years old will be expanded with the funding provided. Other projects considered for funding by the council include rezoning for professional office development and a 35-mile-per-hour school zone for Scintilla Charter Academy.
Yesterday, South Georgia Medical Center's Randy Sauls announced his resignation as Chief Executive Officer due to health and personal reasons. Mr. Sauls joined South Georgia Medical Center in 1995 as Administrator and Chief Operations Officer. In 2011, he became CEO. The Hospital Authority of Valdosta and Lowndes County accepted this resignation and approved Chief Financial Officer Raymond A. Sneed Jr. as interim CEO. Sauls was named by Becker's Hospital Review in 2015 as one of the top 150 hospital and health system CFOs to know.
If you drive a car and buy your own gas, you know that there's been a major drop in gas prices in the past year. But now we've seen Valdosta gas prices drop to under $2 a gallon for the first time in nearly a decade. Over the Labor Day weekend, some gas stations were advertising prices of $1.99 a gallon, so enjoy it while you can.
17-year-old Quantavish Osby, who was pulled from the bottom of a pool in Colquitt County a few days ago, died Monday. Osby was seen jumping off a diving board. Friends noticed a few minutes later that he had not resurfaced. He was taken to Macon Hospital in critical condition. According to Colquitt County Sheriff's Chief Investigator Sean Bostic, Osby was a student at Valdosta High School.
When we come back, we'll tell you how Valdosta lost a great businessman, philanthropist, and patriot last week.
So don't go away.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out, when someone gives blood and a life is saved. That moment when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies, and your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
Welcome back. The Valdosta Lowndes area lost a great businessman, philanthropist, and patriot last week. Ed Crane passed away, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable achievements. In his 89 years of life, Crane was the co-owner of the second largest pecan shelling company. He served in the Navy during World War II, was a long-standing member of the Defense Orientation Conference Association, and a tireless philanthropist for the Boy Scouts, school districts, Salvation Army, the Valdosta Symphony Orchestra, and many more organizations.
Georgia State Patrol Post 31 conducted 497 traffic stops over the Labor Day weekend. The GSP issued 212 speeding citations, 4 DUI arrests, and 3 drug arrests. Troopers say they also investigated 15 crashes over the holiday weekend. They reported 9 injuries with no fatalities. With 2 of these crashes coming from impaired drivers, the state of Georgia suffered 14 fatalities over the holiday weekend, according to the GSP.
The Valdosta Lounge Development approved an emergency exit for the Azalea West Business Park on Tuesday. The emergency exit comes as a response to a fire that broke out at Permafix 2 years ago. Smith Drug Company will be the location for this emergency exit that will lead out to the company's receiving and shipping yard to Lloyd Jackson Road. The project has a bid estimate of just over $50,000, and authority and staff are discussing to evaluate other business parks in the future.
The city of Valdosta will commemorate the 14th year anniversary of the September 11 tragedy, where nearly 3,000 Americans lost their lives to the terror attack. This ceremony will be held at Valdosta Fire Station No. 1, located at 106 Oak Street, and will begin at 8:45 a.m. on Friday. Valdosta Fire Chief Freddie Broom will preside over the ceremony, which will honor both the lives lost in the attacks and to recognize the efforts of public safety professionals. The ceremony is open to the public.
The Hay-Hira City Council has approved its 2016 budget. The proposed budget is $1.7 million. According to city records, it is $65,000 higher than originally planned. The increases are due to fire and emergency medical service expenditures, street spending, administration costs, and law enforcement spending. The county has not yet submitted a certified tax digest for this year due to 3 errors being reported on the budget draft.
The Greater Lowndes Planning Commission has voted to approve the rezoning of 1.8 acres from single-family residential to office professional space. The 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom Lloyd Grill property is located on North Oak Street and is on the market for $350,000. At tomorrow's City Council meeting at 5:30 in the evening, the Council will consider an ordinance for the rezoning. City Council meetings are open to the public, and Valdosta citizens are encouraged to attend.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the weather with Tatiana Phelps, so stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap the snacks Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot. 60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday. Eat well and move a lot. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. All the healthy children, all the healthy children. Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Give up on sex, don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather with Tatiana Phelps. Tatiana, what's in the forecast?
Thanks, Allison. Today's weather will be partly cloudy with a high of 89 degrees. And don't put your umbrellas away just yet. There is a 20% chance of stray showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. Later on tonight, the temperature will drop down to 72 degrees with partly cloudy skies. There's also a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms around 10 p.m. So if you're outdoors, be sure to stay dry. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with another high of 89 degrees. You can still expect to see some showers and thunderstorms as the chance of rain remains at 20%. Be sure to keep an umbrella or a raincoat handy. Today's UV index is set at 9, which is very high on a 10-point scale. Avoiding excessive sun exposure and limiting your time outdoors is recommended. Applying sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher is also a great protective measure from the harsh sun rays. Today's pollen count is medium high. If you have sensitive or severe allergies, try to avoid being outdoors for too long or take any necessary medications to keep your allergies under control. That's all the weather I have for today. Back to you, ladies.
Coming up, football season has really taken off for the schools in the Lowndes County area. Find out more when we return.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're gonna need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Here, we are a community of 11,000 individual stories.
A place where all doors are open.
Your home away from home.
Where you will make lifelong connections.
And you will never feel invisible.
Here, you will write it, research it, sing it,
broadcast it, share it, serve it,
teach it, nurture, and own it.
VSU, over 100 majors, championship athletics, and just far enough away from home. Find out what VSU can do for you.
Welcome back.
Now let's check in with Mikhail Keys for our local sports report. Mikhail?
Thank you, ladies. Let's get ready for some high school football this Friday as teams gear up to play on Patriots Day. The Lowndes County Vikings host the Rockdale County Bulldogs from Conyers, Georgia. This game will be a special night for current students and any alumni because this Friday is the Vikings homecoming game and is set to kick off at 8 p.m. at Martin Stadium. The Vikings look to carry over their momentum from last week's victory over Drew High. The ticket office will be open Monday through Thursday from 12:30 to 4:30 and from Friday from 9 to 9:01 at the Board of Education building located at Norman Drive. Valdosta High School has dedicated Friday's game on September 11th to the military by hosting a military night during the football game. The game, of course, is the matchup between the Valdosta Wildcats and the Thomasville Bulldogs that is set to kick off at 8. The Wildcats hope to bring their winning streak into this Friday's game. Tickets will be sold at the door. Vilewood School hosts Frederick Academy this Friday in a game set to take place at Goddard Field. The team hopes to bounce back from their game against North Florida Christian, which brought their season to 2-1. The game is set to begin at 7:30 p.m. Now in university news, the Valdosta State Blazers will face off against Winston-Salem State University this Saturday, September 12th. The Blazers hope to bring the same game-winning spirit they had during their opening season match against Albany State. The game will be in Powder Springs, Georgia, and will start at 6 p.m. Speaking of Blazer victories, the Lady Blazer volleyball team took down Columbus State last night in an action-packed 3-0 match. The ladies hope to take this winning streak with them to their game against Mississippi College on Tuesday, September 15 in the PE Complex. The game starts at 6 p.m. The Lady Blazers soccer team faces off against the Embry-Riddle Eagles on Thursday, September 10th. The game will be held at home on the Athletic Fieldhouse soccer field at 7 p.m. The Blazers hope to come back from their devastating overtime loss against the St. Leo Lions. Now let's get back to the news desk.
Thanks, Mikhail. When we come back, we'll tell you all about how Governor Deal honored 3 Lowndes County schools.
So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
We're going to end our show today with a story about schools in the Lowndes County area that received an award from the governor. Governor Deal honored 3 Lowndes County schools with the SHAPE Award. Pine Grove Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Lowndes High School earned the award for their outstanding dedication to a healthy school environment and awareness. Each school made the governor's SHAPE honor roll by completing such requirements as having weekly recess or physical activity, having an active wellness committee, and having physical education teachers providing statistics on their programs.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Marlena Williams.
And I'm Allison Troutman. Tune in tomorrow for more local news. Have a great day.